Welcome to an uplifting moment. Our theme of birds, bats, and bugs. From the porch of our home in Mexico, I watched the sky being debugged. During the day, swallows flitted about grabbing bugs out of the air. At twilight, bats took to the darkening sky. They flitted about much as did the swallows during the day, catching the same menu items. Both the bats and the swallows were doing us a service by getting rid of the bugs that bugged us. Both survive on the airborne food supply acquired by expert flying. This, however, is where the similarities end. Swallows are birds and bats are mammals. Swallows use good eyesight to spot a meal on the fly, while bats use acoustic orientation or echolocation. Swallows have feathers. Bats have fur. Swallows are pretty. Bats are ugly. Okay, now I'm expressing opinion, not fact. The Creator, who made both creatures that share this task of keeping a healthy balance of bugs on Earth, is also the Creator who created all humans to carry out the shared task of bringing glory to Him and good to His world. And just as there is a difference between the bird and bat, we humans are very different from each other. Now, all humans may share the same scientific classification of genus and species, homo sapiens, but each of us is very unique within that classification. We humans are all called to carry out the same purpose, to love God most of all, and those around us as much as we love ourselves. Our circumstances and giftedness for carrying out God's purposes, however, are unique to each of us. This is why it's counterproductive to be envious or jealous of others. We're distracting ourselves from who God made us to be and what He's called us to do. Envy and jealousy are a denial of God's design for us, and that's why they're labeled as sinful in the Bible. By the way, our uniqueness also means it's counterproductive to be prideful or judgmental of others that they aren't like us or aren't doing as much or as well as we think we are. This too is labeled as sinful in the Bible. We live well when we accept who God made us to be and what God made us to do. There's plenty of trouble in this fallen world, and we each have a part that God's called us to play in debugging it. The Apostle Paul wrote under the inspiration of the Holy Spirit in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 4 through 7, "Now there are varieties of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are varieties of service, but the same Lord. And there are varieties of activities, but it is the same God who empowers them all in everyone. To each is given the manifestation of the Spirit for the common good." Thank you for joining me for this, an uplifting moment.